Hey folks. So I haven't done one of these in a while. I haven't looked at an army for a while. And then I was browsing Goonhammer. Always goes to Goonhammer. Cite your sources, kids. Goonhammer. And I saw this list and I fell in love. I honestly did. I thought about buying it there and then. I mean, I'd need to get a second mortgage, but I thought about it. Like a little moment of just, my heart skipped a beat. I fell in love. So this is from the Maryland Open, right? And Jack Murphy. My hat is off to you, sir. You are an absolute mad lad, and I'm so impressed. He took this to first place, 100% deserved. Honestly, I think he should have got first place when he rocked up with it. I feel like every opponent he saw should have been like, "You have outplayed me, sir. Go right ahead. Have 100 points." For the sheer beautiful audacity of this list. It's Imperial Guard. Imperial Guard were my first love army, like the first one I built when the new Catachans came out in the early 2000s. And my goodness, let me tell you about this army list. So 2,000 points of Astra Militarum Recon Element. So that detachment means that all his stuff is in cover. They have the benefit of cover. And if they're already in benefit of cover, they have +1 armor. Now, when you think of Imperial Guard infantry, I'm guessing you don't think, what great armor. But if they're in cover, that is guard infantry in power armor. Yeah. They've got a couple of cool strats. The one I immediately drew my eye, thinking about how this army plays, because it is about being grindy, is 1 command point to give a unit a 6-up, feel no pain, and -1 to hit if they're the closest eligible target. So you've got a blocker guard pushed out front, you're going to get that -1 hit. So now they've got stealth and cover and a 6-up, feel no pain. There's another one that gives them -1 to charge. It's your basic kind of tanglefoot grenades. That can be really helpful given what this army's doing. Okay, who's in the army? You've got Ursula Creed. It's kind of sad that these kind of special characters are essential, but Ursula Creed, you'll see why. What she's doing here, she is sitting in. She's sitting there giving 3 orders. Lets a unit have 2 orders at once. Okay, the order she's in, and she can give a stratagem for 0 command points. 6-up, feel no pain seems really good. You've got her. You've got 2 Cadian Castellans. They're going to give units sustained hits and fall back and shoot. Pretty cheap. They also dish out 2 orders each. Okay, so 3 Cadian characters sitting in one of each one, going with the 3 Cadian command squads. Fairly standard loadout. You know, you've got a plasma gun in there. You've got the usual kit. You've got a med pack that's bringing back D3 models a turn. You've got a banner giving +1 objective control. That's going to get silly in a second. And you can put that and a commander in a Cadian unit. You'll see where they're going in a second. You've got a Commissar, 30 points in case anyone gets battle shocked. He's probably rolling with the Catachans, I guess, but I could be surprised. You've got 3 Ogren bodyguards. I'm going to predict they're going with those 3 command squads. They're really hard to chew through. They're a bit of a melee threat. They're really just a cheap way to bulk out and make it even harder to get through those units. Then you've got Gaunt's Ghosts. Gaunt's Ghosts have camo cloaks. They always have cover. So now they're on a 3+ save straight away. They can go into Deep Strike. They can come out of Deep Strike. They can go back into Deep Strike. They've got tricks for days. Really handy for 100 points. Absolutely Gaunt's Ghost. Why wouldn't you? All right, the meat of this list. 3 Cadian 20-man Cadian shock troop units. 2 Lasguns, 2 melter guns, right? No heavy weapons. You've got Voxcaster in as well, but really what you're doing is you've got 3 of them to go with your 3 command squads and your 3 Cadian characters and your 3 Ogren bodyguards. So these are 27-man bricks. They're sticky objectives as well, so you can stick an objective and push them forward. They're going to get command point back if you spend a command point on them on a 5+, but biggest, they are just 27 bodies. High leadership, objective control 3 bodies sat in those objectives going, can you shift us? Can you kill enough of us with a potentially 3-up save, because I'm going to stick some boys in the cover, because I'm big enough, I can put some of my models in that cover to get off those objectives. Then we've got 20 Catachan Jungle Fighters. They can be surprisingly dangerous as a counter charge if you decided to come and charge those 25 Cadians on the middle board. Then you've got 20 Deffkora Krieg. Okay, again, they've got melter guns, they've got plasma guns. Pretty meaty. They can bring models back with their med kits. They've got 2 med kits, so it's 2d3 models a turn coming back. And if they have lost models, they get a bit more dangerous. They get some buffs. Then you've got 4 10-man Deffkora Krieg units. That's another 40 another 40 guard bodies just bullying their way around the table. Can you kill us all? You've got 2 units of Atalan Rough Riders. 1 of 10, 1 of 5. They start with 4-up saves, so you know what? They've got a 3-up save, and they're fast, and they've got the hunting lances. They can do some damage. You've got 3 Krieg combat engineer squads, 5-man. They've each got a remote mine. They've got a 6-inch strike to get into the 6-inch scout to get into the midboard. They start with a 4-up save, so again they're on a 3-up save. And then don't underestimate that remote mine. 2d3 mortal wounds to a vehicle is no joke. That can add some serious pain. Just really useful bit of tech. Squad of Rattlings, just 5 of them. They can infiltrate into the middle board. Again, they get stealth, so -1 to hit. And they've got the cover. And if they're already in cover, because you know they are, they've got that bonus as well. And they can shoot and scoot to reposition if they need. Again, useful tech. And a single Scout Sentinel, 55 points. Again, it's got a 9-inch Scout, so useful to push out to the midboard early. It starts with a 3-up save, so if you're getting shot with AP, it's got cover, so suddenly it can try and keep that 3-up save, and so on. Oh, motorbike. Yeah, why is this good? I mean, if it isn't obvious, I double dare you to shift all those units off objectives. 27 bodies with a 3-up save if they've got some cover in there, a possible 6-up feel no pain, -1 to hit if you're the closest if they're the closest target, the Ogre Bodyguard to tank a whole bunch of damage, and if you want to bully them off objectives, well, most of those models are objective control 3, so good luck getting that objective off them. And I mean, I started to count. I think this is pushing 200 models. 140 of them are just the battle line OC2 models. Many of them were a banner to make them OC3. That is a lot of objective control that you're just not going to be able to kill. Like, who can kill this? Triple Defiler maybe can shift one of those models a turn, those units a turn. A tank company, maybe knights, maybe, but probably not the knight list we're seeing, because actually what Defiler's done is it's made people tech to deal with Defilers. Those armies ain't dealing with 200 guardsmen. So there we go. Jack Murphy, you go, my friend. You keep going, sir. I'm going to salute you in an American fashion because you deserve it. You go and play Guard the way we all want Guard to be played, with just waves of disposable bodies. Phenomenal. If I was wearing a hat, I would salute you with that, but instead I just say, carry on, sir. Good work.